All right, and welcome to TFO Thursday Night Football. I'm the commish, the Raj, and joining me back in the booth this week because he was so awesome last time is Cleveland Steamers owner Ryan Anderson. Ryan, how you doing today, man?
Doing good. Good to be back. Glad to be here.
Yep. And first off, in our doubleheader, we're gonna watch the WCW Atlanta Maulers, who are 4-2, take on the Axe Icons, who are 3-3. It's gonna be a great matchup, pitting number 1 and number 2 against each other in the bad Crackle division. So, what do you think about this?
I don't know too much about either of these teams, so I'm just ready to get in, see a little bit about it, kind of get a feel for how they play.
So let's get her on.
Let's get her on.
Let's get her on.
Don't forget to mention the sponsors.
Well, Buddy Guy is our sponsor. He's coming back, quarterback of the Axe Icons. He's been out with injury. That's not our sponsor. Our sponsor is Bud Light.
Buddy Guy, Bud Light.
Buddy Light.
Buddy Light.
It's going to be a good matchup here. Both these teams are really good. They're both heavy passing teams. So we're going to see a lot of aerial action.
Hope to see some good interceptions here, some nice picks.
I think you will because the Axe Icons, they have Randy Rhodes, who's the number 3 interceptor in
Picks
TFO.
it up at the 2.
He's got 3 interceptions.
Runs it back to about the 14.
Hut. Oh. Vaughn.
Real nice juking, getting some good yardage, good 20-plus yards.
Juke and jive like Stevie Vaughn can. These are all guitarists.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got Slash as their kicker.
Any Jimi Hendrix on this team?
Oh, Jimi Hendrix is a great wide receiver.
Oh my goodness,
gosh.
look at him go. We got some blinking on the field,
Gibson
down
just
at about
couldn't
the
make
7.
it. Billy Gibson just making it to maybe the red zone, right? Yeah, under the 10. Shotgun position here, Buddy Guy going back. Oh,
Looks like he may run it, and my goodness. Quarterback sneak right up the middle.
How better to return than to score the first touchdown of the game against your arch rival?
Definitely a great start. Took what,
Buddy.
three plays, I believe?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Buddy. 7 is... How much time is off the clock already? It only was like a minute and a half.
Minute and a half.
Minute and a half, touchdown. Bobby Eaton back there. He's going to run it back. Not really that well. Ric Flair is back, though, man. He's not injured.
It's good to see Ric Flair back. Let's hope he doesn't get injured again.
Sometimes he likes to, dress down to his underwear and start elbowing the field. You ever seen him do that? Where he,
No, but that would definitely be comical.
Elbow drops to the field. Woo!
Pulls off his suit jacket.
Hell of a pass to block. Hopefully we'll get that fixed next season. I'm working on it. Oh, here's a run. Dr.
Nice
Death.
reversal.
Run around.
To the bottom, a little bit of juke. Not too many yards. Got about 1 out of it.
That play, man, it's sometimes it works and sometimes it
Sometimes it's a winner.
doesn't. And then sometimes it is a loser.
Oh, nice catch. I'm surprised he got that.
Nice catch, but still got to punt the ball. I would field goal it here. I mean, they're past the 50.
Depends on how well your kicker is for that.
Yeah, you're not trusting Paul Roma?
I mean, he basically just punted a field goal right there.
I've always wondered why in football they can't just punt for a field goal. You know what I mean?
If the punt goes to the uprights, it's good. 2
It's
points
good.
instead of 3. Shave a little bit.
Oh,
Tries to go for it again. He doesn't get it this time. Taken down for the sack.
I hear after this game, Terry Funk's going to retire, and then he's going to unretire for the next game. That's the way the Funkster. Man, Buddy Guy he is nimble on his feet.
Oh, that should have been picked off.
Nimble on his feet, but not able to get the ball where it needs to go. Third down here.
Waiting too long. Can you do it? Oh, almost a block.
Oh, almost an interception. 4th and 11. And the Atlanta Maulers are able to hold the Axe Icons to a punt.
Turnabout is fair play.
Stradlin with the kick. Right to Ricky Morton, who has a huge problem with Kevin Nash.
That was a really decent kick there, too. Back behind the 20. Fighting him off. Just throwing him off. Threw off 5 guys and still running.
Rock and roll express style. Ric Flair with the ball. Takes it back. Going to hand it to Sting. Nope.
No.
He's going to pass it.
He's going to try to run. He's going to break a hip.
Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine was the gentleman who injured Ric Flair last time with a quarterback sack. So,
really?
Yeah, so you got to assume Mustaine is out for blood.
A lot of guys wide.
Steven Regal wide.
And of course he throws to the short.
Yeah, Sir Steven Regal. Look at this.
Oh, and he's got it. Might as well. I thought that was a bad play, but it definitely worked out in the end.
You know, sometimes they run on 4th and 30, and I'm like, what the hell's happening? And they get 32 yards.
He almost got tackled, but I'm pretty sure he pulled out the brass knucks and punched him in the face.
Duchess of Queensberry football match.
Brass knucks included.
Wasn't he the first member of the Kiss Your Ass Club?
I know he was a part of it. I don't know if it was the first.
I watched a video where he said that was the highlight of his career. Kissing Vince McMahon.
Remember when Mr. McMahon had to kiss Rikishi's ass?
Oh.
Just got that whole face up in there.
Long bomb.
Oh, caught it, and there's nobody to stop him.
Billy Gibson.
Wide open.
He could have moonwalked it into there. Billy Gibson's not my love.
Almost didn't pick that up, though. He had to dive for it.
Yep. Buddy Guy needs to be more accurate.
He's definitely got some twinkle toes to him, though.
You know, he's an
almost blocked. That would have been a good play for whatever WCW team's
There's
called.
no 2-point conversions. The Atlanta Maulers.
The Atlanta Maulers.
Their initials are WCW, and that confuses the shit out of people.
Oh, some nice juking there.
Eaton.
Thought I saw a spin move in there.
Eaton's too old to be spinning, man. He's like a 70s wrestler. Ric Flair back with everybody.
Plenty of
open.
people open. He'll throw to the short. No, he won't. I'm surprised.
Steven Regal.
Regal again. With about a 60-yard touchdown. I mean,
the competition.
he's definitely getting some yards in on this. He's over 100 already.
Well, you know, Lord Steven Regal here, he is the number 3 wide receiver in TFO. He has 15 receptions, almost 500 yards, 33.2 average, and 5 touchdowns. We'll make that 7 touchdowns because he
And
just
that average,
scored 2
I'm sure,
of them.
just went up a little bit. That's
Darn.
not much of a return.
Come on, they got to hit the whammy bar here. You know what I'm saying? they got to rock the solo.
Hit the star power, then slam the whammy.
Buddy Guy star powering it to the 50 with the first down. He's rock banding it out. Oh, and the revert. It's like every team.
Every team has this at least once, it seems. Even if it's
Look at
not as their playbook,
and
they still do it.
That's exactly what you want to see from that play. That's like a 20,
About 25?
25-yard gain, yeah. Calling the timeout. We're coming up to the man. We're in the second quarter. This game's going by fast.
It has gone by quick.
14-14. Lots of score. Lots of action. Buddy Guy back.
A lot of long passes, some nice runs. Guy was covered. Should not have thrown to him, but got to do what you got to do.
It's going to be improved next season. I guarantee it. But this season, Buddy Guy's got to deal with the tools he has here. There's a bunch of open passes to Hendricks.
Touchdown. But I mean, you got to think, this is the first season for most of these guys. They haven't really played too much football in their days. They're getting used to it. They're getting accustomed to it.
Would you say they're in a purple haze?
I would say so.
They're not used to this kind of action. These guys
A little
are used
smoke
to,
on the water, maybe.
These guys are used to guitar playing. The other guys are used to wrestling. So football's new to all of them.
Well, I mean, wrestling and football are pretty much the same thing when you come to the XFL.
I mean, they got Ron Simmons on their team. He's the first African-American WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and he was an all-state football player.
Yeah, he was very good.
I think he played for Florida, the Seminoles. Oh, and
Got us
speaking
the
of
first down.
Speaking of a Seminole, there's the icon Sting. I don't know how Seminole
I can't
Sting
stand
is. You don't like Sting?
I liked him back in his black and white
well,
days
well, this
in
is
WCW.
Surfer Sting. This is before that.
Not a big fan of him either.
This is retro Sting.
I didn't like the big stinger splash. I didn't like Sting.
You don't like the Stinger Splash?
I didn't like the stinger
Scorpion
splash.
Deathlock? Yeah. Scorpion Death Drop. That's Crow Sting.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Crow calls, and Sting runs it for the halftime.
They really should have passed there. Tried to get some yards on it, but...
I mean, they're down by 7. I mean, the Axe Icons are running it, really. The Maulers are passing. The cheerleaders are kicking.
And wait for it.
The band is playing.
Wait for it.
Oh, you're hoping for the panties? The blimp bowl is in the sky. Nope, it's going to be the winker. Yep. Wink.
No.
Sometimes panties, sometimes not.
Man, back in the day, I loved me some NES panties.
Oh. Well, the Maulers at least get the ball back, so if they can get a touchdown here on their first possession, they'll be able to tie this game up. And Dr. Death is the man to do it here, and nope. Oklahoma rolled it right behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 3 yards on that.
Dr. Death is a hell of a weapon, too.
Flair back. He's gonna run it.
Who needs Dr. Death when you can run it?
And he's got the first down. And he fumbles.
Oh,
Luckily, it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Flair needs to stay near that out of bounds marker. That way, if he's injured, they can cart him off the field easily. Flair back, looking at his options. There's the middle guy open. Oh, and he throws it to the guy at the bottom. Buddy, hell.
It worked out.
Catches it. That man-to-man coverage. Flair may not be the best quarterback in the league, but we don't really know that because he's been injured a lot.
He definitely has been injured quite a bit.
But he has the number 1 wide receiver in Dr. Death, and he has the number 3 wide receiver in Steven Regal. So you know his weapons are. Oh my God.
Goodness.
That was wild.
Zach Wild just blew through that line.
Zach attack. He just like, oh.
And again.
Damn, Dave Mustaine looking for blood.
4th and 31. What are they going to do?
Go for it. Just like WCW, they went bankrupt there. I guess they didn't go bankrupt. They got bought out, right?
They would have gone bankrupt.
They would have gone bankrupt. Booker T. Did you see Booker T's going to be in the Hall of Fame this year? They've announced him.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he still announcing?
Oh, yeah. He's the general manager of SmackDown.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh.
They change general managers like I change underwear.
How can they not grab that ball? Like, I was right to him.
At least once or twice a month.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's wrestling. Just like TFO, it's fixed.
Oh, with a nice spin move. We got some blinking on the field. Oh.
Stevie Von May.
I didn't even see that guy. He was blinking
20,
too much.
10. Touchdown.
And, no, he got tackled by the invisible guy.
Whoa.
Tackled by the invisible guy.
That dude came out of nowhere. But come on, this is academic here. If they can't make it in here, then they deserve to fire. Oh, but someone's firing something up. That's Jimi Hendrix. You know what I'm saying?
The guitar?
He's toking on that guitar for 6 points.
Let's catch it on fire. And do a little voodoo dance in front of it.
Voodoo day. But now the Axe Icons go up by 2 touchdowns.
The Maulers still have plenty of time here. I mean, they can make this happen.
I mean, they've been winning with their backup quarterback, Tully Blanchard. So, I mean, they really have all of their tools. So, WCW really needs to get their act together here. Flair
nice up the middle.
Oh.
Not enough for first down, but a good 6 yards.
6 yards. I'll take 6 yards on every play.
Right.
6 yards every play means you get a first down on every second down. Oh, there's Flair. Can't
get to the first. Got to get 1 yard here.
If he had just Flair flopped it, he would have made it.
Should have took a back body drop.
There you go. Oh, man, he takes them bad. And Sting.
Oh, Sting with some nice jukes.
Man, calling the Vulture out to help him. Remember when he had the Vulture? It was awesome.
Yeah.
Dr. Death. Oh, that's why he's the
man. Oh, my
right
goodness.
there.
Right there. Jumped up like 30 feet to catch that.
I thought he could have went for that touchdown there. Now we're into the fourth down.
Fourth quarter.
2 touchdowns.
Maulers got to get this, and they got to do something special.
I mean, I would score the touchdown here, and then I would just kick the ball. James Hetfield, Metallica.
You would just kick the ball because you have another option.
I mean, instead of the onside kick, I would take a regular.
I would definitely take a regular kick, and yeah, definitely try to hold him.
Plenty of time on the clock. They just need to get in this end zone quick so that they have plenty of time to score again.
Exactly. They do this in the next 30 seconds, which I don't see that being a problem.
3rd and 6. Come on, Dr. Death's open, but they're going to throw it down and not complete.
And they're going to go for the field goal.
What
great call by the head coach.
Call is that?
I'd fire Eric Bischoff for that.
Eric Bischoff.
Oh, they barely made that. Banked it in.
J.J. Dillon, brother. This is before Eric Bischoff. This is like Bill Watts era.
I don't know why they kicked. And they're going to do an onside kick, too.
Oh, but they got
it back. So, I mean, that's definitely a positive for them. But if they would have went for it,
if they would have
scored the touchdown, then got that, they'd have had a chance. But it's not looking good for them.
They're down by 2 scores.
And he ran it. Just bouncing off him a few times. He kind of got stuck, got held up. You know, it happens.
It's Bobby Eaton, man. He's got some brain damage going on. Come on, Flair. Get it into the hands of somebody. Anybody? Steven Regal? Oh.
Steven Regal again. Just tacking on the touchdowns, tacking on the yards.
England royalty right there, man. He's just stretching. That's his 3rd today.
Now, I foresee another onside kick. Are they going to pick this one up too?
I mean, the Maulers have had great luck with onside kicks this season, so I would say go for it.
Oh, they're just going to go for a long bomb.
So wait a minute. So they onside kick it when they're down by 2 touchdowns.
Again, great coaching
but then
there.
They blast it when they're down by 3 points.
Oh, we've got an injury on the field.
Injured Kirk Hammett. Kirk Hammett is a backup running back, so that's not too much damage to the Axe Icons there. It's just going to affect their kick returns. But hopefully they won't need any more kick returns, you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness, that was a great rush in.
First ever WCW African-American champion Ron Simmons there. Damn! You know damn?
Uh-oh.
Farouk?
Oh, I thought they about had it again. But yeah, Farouk, I like Farouk.
Oh,
blocked. Really nice, too.
Right in the face of Buddy
Now, if they hold him here, they actually stand a chance.
So they'll have to kick a punt here.
They will have to punt if they don't get this. And they run it. Can they do something with it? No, they can't.
Just playing it. Because you don't want to like go for a pass there and have them intercept the ball and be in the red zone. That would be horrible.
I still wouldn't have went for a run up the middle. Maybe to the bottom.
Stralin with a pooch kick there to Morton. Ricky Morton. He's going to come back here.
Oh.
Dodging, weaving, dodging, and down.
Got a minute 36 here. I really think the Maulers have a chance of pulling this one out.
Field goal range right now.
Well, field goal doesn't really matter at this point.
Well, field goal will tie it and take it to overtime. No, they're
No,
down
it
by
will not.
4
They're down by
points.
4
Oh
points.
my gosh, they got to get a touchdown here in the last minute. Can they Dan Marino it? Can they get the luck of the Irish on their side? I don't know if Ric Flair's Irish.
I don't think so.
Are you lucky if you have like 8 ex-wives? Because that's Ric Flair.
Again, I don't think so.
Woo! Styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, passing, sacking.
Fourth. Oh, they got to
and
go
11.
for it,
They
though.
got to go for it here, man. This is it.
This is make or break right now.
Determine the game right here. Can Flair make
Flair
it
pull
or
it
will he
off?
flop
He's
it?
got a guy wide open in the middle.
Several of them. Oh,
and he
that's
doesn't pull it off. Had a guy wide open in the middle. Could have got that first down.
That's disappointing right there.
Flair's old eyes just couldn't see it.
He should have taken the advice of his manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan. But he passed it to a guy who was not open. And now Buddy Guy is just going to start handing it off to Vaughn, and they're just going to run out the clock. Stevie Vaughn is going to run it out unless there's some sort of calamity
I don't know.
here.
I mean, there's a... I would hold on to
you're
that
my
for a while.
boy! Oh, and a block, tip pass, 9 seconds left, 4th and 7. So here the Maulers have to run back this punt for a touchdown, basically.
I mean, anything's possible, but highly unlikely at this point.
I've seen all kinds of stuff, but not at once this season. Oh, and it's a touchback, so it's not even going to matter, and that's the game. Not once this season has a punt been returned for a touchdown.
Or a shutout.
Look at the yards Ric Flair had there. That's amazing. And the Axe Icons with great run yardage, but not enough.
250